Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're at the press conference here in London for Whyte Lewison next week in Glasgow, October 7th. With me, I've got Ian Lewison. How are you, sir?
Ian's doing well.
Yeah?
Ian's well.
Glad that press conference weren't live on Sky Sports.
Yeah, he probably would have had a few complaints if it was.
Obviously, listening to Dillian, he said that, you know, when you two used to spar back in the day, he always thought at some point in your careers, you know, you being a little bit older, that this day had come next Friday. Is that what you thought, sort of, over the years?
No, do you know what? I've never had him on my immediate radar. Like say, yeah, I'd like to fight him or I'm gonna fight him. But the fact is, I've never had him on my radar. All it is that he's gone out there. He crossed paths with Anthony Joshua in the past, where in the amateurs, then their paths have crossed again in the professional ranks. So the truth be told is his career was made over past being crossed with someone in the amateurs. That's all he's got to claim, because he's talking about what he's done in so long a time is so much more than what I've done. But the truth be told is, what had he done up until the Anthony Joshua fight? He hadn't done anything. So the truth be told, he can't be going around saying, oh, he's done all this in the time I've done it. Everyone knows that the fact of the matter was I was in boxing, I wasn't in boxing, I was in boxing, I wasn't in boxing, but now I'm in it. So for him to turn around and say, oh, he's done all this in such a short space of time, which is absolutely ludicrous, because the man career was made on the back of the fact that he fought a novice in the amateurs when Anthony Joshua was a novice. He fought him, he got a win, created a hype about that now. Paths crossed again in the pros, sorry. He got his ass knocked out.
It's in that press conference, October 7th, there'll be a public execution. It's quite strong.
No, but that's the truth of the matter is, you know me, you know the way I fight. I come forward, I don't take no prisoner, I don't look to go to points. I'm going there to take man's head off. I don't want to fight. And listen, the truth, the way I fight is my philosophy for fighting is, yeah, I'd rather get carried out the ring on my back to cheers than walk out to boos. And that's the way I fight. And that is exactly how you're going to see on the 7th. That is me. I put everything in it. I go out there, I put everything in it, and that's how we're going to fight. And that's how the fight is going to be done. Now, I honestly don't believe he can add up to, he can deal with what I've got coming.
Don Charles said in that press conference that the best chance of someone beating you is if they take you past that 4-round mark. What happens after that 4-round mark?
Well, boy, that's yet to be told, because the truth of the matter is, for the first 4 rounds, I ain't going to be standing in my corner of the ring shadowboxing, and the other guy's going to be standing there with his arms up. So in order to get past the first 4 rounds, he has to actually take punches from it. And then it becomes a case of, after he's taken them punches, how and what does he have left himself?
A lot of personal stuff was said in that press conference. Mm-hmm. Is that through hatred, or is that just through trash talking?
I'll tell you why a lot of personal stuff was made, yeah? Why a lot of personal stuff was made on his behalf. The truth be told is, he realised he was losing the battle of intellects. So therefore he had to resort to his natural instinct, which is the pre-caveman instinct, which is get up and be brutish, and at the end of the day, that's all he's doing. He's flapping his arms about, talking a whole heap of rubbish about, oh, let's do it now. The man's an idiot. The man is an idiot. Come on, man. We're doing it on the 7th. So what the hell is he talking about all this now? He's delusional. The guy is absolutely stupid. There
was a flashpoint in that press conference where you did both get up, and we did sort of maybe predict that there would come a point where that would happen. But like I said, you've got to save it for next week, Friday in the ring.
Yeah, we've got to save it for there, but it went past a point of trying to sell a fight where a person's out and out saying your address on national TV, talking about, oh, I'll come to your road and I'll do this and I'll do that. That's where it becomes personal. That is, what the hell's that got to do with anything? That don't have nothing to do with the price of milk.
Obviously, coming off the back of your big win in China, you had the chance to possibly go back out, well, to Japan, and fight again on that sort of stage, but you're going this route for the British title. You believe that this is the right time for you to take this fight?
Well, boy, it's an opportunity that presented itself, so you know what, it's one of them opportunities you cannot pass up on, so you've got to grasp it with both hands, and that's the case of it. After we get this win now, we'd reevaluate the situation and see how and where we'll go from that, but it was an opportunity you could not afford to let pass.
What I mean, we're expecting an explosive fight. We're expecting possibly a fight that's not going to go many rounds. Is that what we're right to expect?
When have you ever expected less from me? That's all I do. That's what I do. That's what I know. I'll go out there and expect to put people on their back. That's me. That's the way I fight. I'm all action, all out.
Obviously, Dillian's, before your fight was announced for the 7th, was looking towards fighting Derek Chisora at the end of the year. You believe that he's made a bad move, obviously, by taking this fight, by looking to that fight for the end of the year?
The way I'll summarise Dillian's decision on this, he's chose his own method of execution. It's like he's been pulled to the gallows and he's got a guillotine there and he's got a spear over there, and he chose his method of execution. So the truth be told is now it's out there, it's in the public domain. He can't back out of it now. He was creating all this hype talking about, oh, I'll fight this person. If this person wants it, that person wants it. He didn't really want it. The guy's just hyping it. But the fact is, the crowd ran with it. Everyone ran with it. The promoter got on it now. He's at a stage where he can't back out now. He don't want it. The guy's shitting himself, man. Honestly, the man might as well close his mouth and let his ass do the talking, because he just chats so much shit.
For you at this stage of your career, what is your realistic aim before you call it a day, whenever that is?
Well, my
not suggesting that that's imminent. Yeah. I'm just saying.
No, but my realistic aim is to see how far this rabbit hole goes. And the truth be told is, the only way to do that is to fight people, and you can evaluate things on a fight-by-fight basis. There's no point in me saying I want to fight for to unify the division. The opportunity may not present itself. So my actual theory and my way of thinking right now is I'm dealing with every fight how and where it comes. Then we'd evaluate it as and when it happens.
Just finally, Ian, obviously we've had a heavyweight situation regarding some of our fighters in Klitschko Fury being off, Klitschko Joshua being talked about, Fury going through a difficult time at the moment. What's your summary of that whole sort of turn of events that's happened over the last couple of weeks?
But all it's doing is turning the heavyweight division upside down, and it's allowing new people who wouldn't have been given the opportunity to get in there, because now if Tyson Fury is stripped for his title, say for example, the two contenders will fight for it. So therefore, they're two contenders that possibly would have had to have waited a year down the line to get one defence, then another defence, and you would have probably made a mandatory in there. So it's allowing new blood to enter the heavyweight division.
All right, well listen, like I said, next week, 7th of October in Glasgow. Funny how it turns, ain't it? Two heavyweights from Brixton fighting out in Glasgow.
That is. When you use the term fighting, to me, that comes across as the two parties having an equal opportunity. You should say a public lynching or an execution. You should say that's the more correct term you should use.
I'm trying to sit on the fence, Ian.
Yeah, I understand that, but the term I would use, there's gonna be a public flogging in Glasgow.
All right, well listen, live on Sky Sports next Friday night. Should be a fun week.
No, it will be. I guarantee you, people stay tuned and watch the fight, because you're going to see excitement now.
All right, Ian Lewison, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and we'll catch up with you in Glasgow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.